Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Kick back, light up, let the good vibes flow. It's Gorilla Cigar Lounge, the place to go. Politics, nerds, and the good old days. Grab your drink, join the talk, let's set it ablaze. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. Starships and memories, debates get real. We're saving the world with a mic and some seal. Laughs and wisdom, we're bringing the heat. So pull up a chair, you're in for a treat. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. Starships and memories, debates get real. We're saving the world with a mic and some seal. Laughs and wisdom, we're bringing the heat. So pull up a chair, you're in for a treat. Welcome to the lounge where the smokes rise high, where we talk what matters, no sugar, no lie. From galaxy far away to the world outside, Gorilla Cigar Lounge where legends reside. So spark up that stove, let's start the show. At Gorilla Cigar Lounge, let the conversation flow.
And welcome to another Cigar Lounge tonight. Where tonight I had to change the topic for two reasons. One, we got a massive storm coming in. We're talking good size hail, and we're talking 70, 80 mile an hour winds here. Hey, and I know it ain't the weatherman bullshitting because these are the trained people, the ones that go out in the field and go, "Hey, we got a tornado coming." But anyhow, with me, I got Sit Dan, who thinks I'm some kind of man whore, but how are you doing, Sit Dan?
Oh, still I'm thinking. How about you, Gorilla?
I'm doing fine after it's been quite a day today, but I just can't get piled on. How are you doing there, Mikey?
Oh, doing just fine, Gorilla. Me and Suzanne are bearing with, so to speak, the humidity.
Well, if you like,
That's
you have
our
my
worst
weather.
fears right now. Well, no, I mean it's just freaking, it's still like in the 80s, but the humidity factor is probably about 80 right now. So, we're I feel like I'm in a sweat lodge. It's just insane. Yeah.
What you need is
I'm doing all right. We're doing all right. Yeah.
what you need is good old fashioned swamp coolers. What you need.
Swamp coolers. Nah, they don't have that in this building.
No. You can build one yourself. Very, very easy.
Well, we do have a fan that works like a swamp cooler, so at least we got that.
No, you take a good old fan like this here. The thing broke off. I had to reattach it. But what you do is on the piece like this that's on the other side there on the guard, you wrap some copper coils around it. Then on the copper coils, you attach just a regular plastic tube down there. Then you run the tube down to a pump that you got submerged in a bucket of ice water. And that pump will pump cold water through that tube up to and through those copper coils that you got
Oh,
wrapped around that thing there, so it's
yeah.
cold, it's blowing absolutely cold air,
Oh,
and we use
nice.
that for at the restaurant there.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, I
The
know
whole
that
cost
Suzanne's
you,
done like that before,
depending
so
if you have the fan or not, the whole thing should cost you less than $40.
yeah. Yeah, well, we'll be all right, Gorilla. We got some. She has a fan for herself. We got the big fan for me and her in the bed, and you know, I'm just gonna get another like stand up fan for for my desk. When at
I
the end of the
I
month.
still
So
say wrap the copper coils around it with the submerged pump.
I understand what you said there, Gorilla. Believe me.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to let you folks know in the chat, also here in the panel. I haven't heard from Larry in the last couple of days, but the last time I did talk to him was for about 5 minutes or so. He was back in the hospital again with Honor Health. I'm not sure why he was back in there. Might have been a complication or something. I'm not quite sure. But I really haven't heard from him in a couple of days. But Suzanne said, don't worry. He's probably resting. They probably had to double check something and, you know, maybe they screwed up or something. He also has another type of surgery coming up next month too. So he's not out of the woods yet. He's got some stuff coming up. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
No, we all
Anyway,
got
that's
prayers up for him.
Larry.
We
Yeah.
all got prayers up for him.
Oh, I know. If you talk to Jay Aldridge, he's got like 12 prayer groups going. And my parents, of course, have their own prayer group, and then they got a couple. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people. Hey, BVB.
Hey, Mikey.
Hey,
Hey,
how's it
Gorilla.
going?
Oh, it's going. Seemed like a long day today. Some days drag. But what are you gonna do? Got to pay the rent somehow, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you finally manage PvP to get some sleep last night after we talked?
Yeah, I
'Cause-
actually didn't feel too bad today. Actually,
Oh, good. Okay.
I was a little tired the first few hours, but
Yeah.
then I took a little nap break during my lunch hour,
Ooh.
and so yeah, I got through the afternoon. Okay, it wasn't too bad.
Yay!
So yeah,
This is great. When you have 2 Diamondbacks that account for half of your 6 runs, you're doing well. Nice. Yeah.
huh?
I'm watching the American League National League All-Star game, and 2
Yeah.
of my Diamondback players, Ketel Marte and Corbin Carroll, have 3 of the 6 runs for the National League. It's 6-0. AL's being destroyed.
So in other words, they're carrying all the weight.
Yeah, they're carrying half of I'd say most of it, sure. 3 out of 6 runs is not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marte,
So they're doing all the work.
Marte
They're
hit
doing all the work. All the other ones are sitting on their ass.
right. Well,
Well-
Corbin Carroll just homered, so he got a solo home run, and then Ketel Marte back in the first inning drove in that, guy that plays for the Dodgers, Otani, and this other guy, and so with a double down the right line.
Well, Mikey, if you keep talking about diamonds, Suzanne was saying, "Hey, honey, I want a wedding ring. The small carrot diamond's not big enough for me. Can you buy me a new one, honey?"
I know what you're saying there, Dad, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to get. I'm gonna try to get a diamond put inside. Our obsidian rings. I'm trying to do that, but that's going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of money too. So yeah, just have to save up a little bit for that.
Yeah, save up a lot. You mean, don't you?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Diamonds might be forever, but they're also expensive. So
very expensive. However, I did say, guys, if I win the Canadian OLG lottery, you guys are going to get your fill, so don't worry.
Yeah, I wish I could win the lottery.
Well, I want to win it. The lottery here is,
I wouldn't mind.
real stiff, OLG, but yeah, if I could get it,
Yeah,
sure.
I wouldn't mind winning the lottery. I don't buy lottery tickets often enough though, because
Well, I know Gorilla buys lottery tickets.
I mean, they're not the 649's not even that expensive. I think it's like $3 or something. So it's not.
Yeah, they're not that expensive.
Yeah, I should probably buy one at least once a month, actually.
Tell me, is your guys' lotteries up there way smaller than us than ours down here in the U.S.?
Are they what?
Is your guys' lotteries a lot smaller than ours down here in the U.S.?
Oh, a lot. Did you say a lot smarter?
Smaller.
Well, no, I think
Smaller.
The way there's.
Oh yeah, definitely smaller.
Smaller for sure.
Oh yeah,
they're by province, so yeah.
Well, there's the isn't the one the national one, the big one? You know the one I'm talking about, Mikey.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think that got up to like 50 million one time, didn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah. So
now is that your storm front that's coming through there, Gorilla?
Yeah. Look at that sucker.
Damn it.
Bless you.
So whereabouts are you in relation to the storm?
Right in here.
Where are you being pounded at there, Gorilla?
Right. It's not hitting us quite yet.
So it's heading directly for you, and you're kind of right in the middle of the damn thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're talking.
Spank his ass.
They're talking. They're talking. Let's see if I can pull this up here. Oh.
So Gorilla. So, which way is the storm going? Is it going mainly north, east, or is it going mainly just north?
Direct shot.
Direct shot.
So is it going what? Is it going like southeast or
east?
Just
this box here is going to hit me over here.
Yeah, that's the heart of it right there, right? That's like you're more. What's the word again? I'm trying to look for. The heavier stuff that's falling. All of that is that orange area there. It's going to hit you. So
yeah, well, it's not giving me the damn information on here, but I got it pulled up here. Did they just downgrade it?
Oh, they downgraded. Oh,
no, just a sec. I got you. I got. Oh fuck! Apparently now they canceled it. Fuck you. I want some hail, damn it. I already moved the car and put everything inside. Fuck you.
I told you the meteorologists don't know shit. Come on.
And it said a weekend down below things here.
How the heck do they put such a massive storm on the internet, like showing a huge storm, and then it's like, oh, never mind.
Well, it's weakened below life-threatening severity is what it is.
Oh, well, that's nice. Yeah.
Hey, by the way,
this thing earlier, about half an hour ago, was producing 70, 80 mile an hour winds and ping pong size hail. Down here is 60 and penny size hail. Then I can't. Well, but even that's that's 60 and penny. Then the one a little bit further south there, that one is producing 60 mile an hour wind gusts.
Wow.
Tell me, does Mikey have to worry eventually for this storm to hit his area, or will it dissipate a lot more?
Yeah, Dan, I don't know. Yeah, no, we're right now.
He's way
in the
up
heat
over
wave.
here.
I'm in a fucking heat wave, so.
Yeah, he's way over here.
I'm way over there.
Let's see. A heat warning where that doesn't. This thing doesn't. The AccuWeather is not telling me jack shit up there.
No, it's true. I have a heat warning. Yeah, they say that some of our temperatures are supposed to drop on Thursday. So, and then we're supposed to have moderate air quality on Friday. So, yeah, we're not quite out of it yet. We got another about month and a half. I think Sam said probably by like the first part of September. That's when we're supposed to have our not winter, but fall weather coming in. So by that time,
can someone tell me what in freedom units what 31 to 34 degrees common units is? I want it in freedom units.
Yeah,
Well,
Hey, I
it's
only
just
go by Fahrenheit. I don't go by that Celsius shit.
well, I remember if it gets up around 40, that's getting up around 100 Fahrenheit. So,
Yeah.
but what it is when it's around 30, I can't remember that one. But it's
Well, when it's around 30, remember it's times 2, and then you've got like either 28 or 32 degrees you add further. So
it's got to
if
be
you
getting.
have a if you have a
It's
30 Celsius, it's either going to be 88 degrees Fahrenheit or it's going to be 92 degrees Fahrenheit.
I don't think that's correct. Actually, I'm going to look it up. I think you would be getting around maybe to the low to mid 80s.
Yeah.
Roughly.
This was like I said, this was the way I interpreted when I first moved here.
Yeah,
And
but
Suzanne confirmed it to me. She said you will double the amount that's in Celsius, and then what you do is you add either 28 or 32 to that.
Yeah.
And then you convert that. When you convert that, that becomes Fahrenheit.
well,
Yeah.
okay, 30 Celsius is 86 Fahrenheit.
Okay,
So
that sounds about right.
That's basically 60, and then you're adding actually 26 on top of that.
26. Okay.
So you
It
were kind of a
changes
little
all the
off there.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know
that's not
that?
far off.
You know that severe thunderstorm that they canceled?
Yeah.
They just reissued it.
Nice.
It's back on.
Jeez.
Oh,
poor
fucking
gorilla.
weatherman.
What's your weather service? What kind of drugs are they actually on, Gorilla? It sounds
Oh no, I think this is what you get when you hire a bunch of
Sounds like they're
DEI.
on lewds or some shit.
No,
It's
that's
like,
a DEI hires.
nothing's coming. Let's take a lewd. Oh no, wait, let's take an upper. It's coming.
Nah, it's,
Yeah, it makes you wonder.
it could just be subbed down to incompetence by DEI hires.
Yeah, and you sort of have to take this into account too. He lives in a very rural area, so radar towers are 2 and 4 between.
What are you talking about? We got a bunch of them here, and welcome to Drew Troy 4.
Hi, Drew 24.
There's
Hey,
radar
you know what?
station
I
right
came
here in
across
Sioux Falls. There's the
Yeah.
radar station in Sioux Falls. I think there's a radar station down in the lakes area. I think there's another one that has a radar station in Mankato.
Yeah.
Nah.
By the way, earlier today I saw this. Speaking of video and stuff, there was this video about 10 border towns. It was a list of 10 border towns in the United States that are going to suffer because of Trump's tariffs and Canadians no longer visiting. And a couple places they mentioned was Niagara Falls, New York, and Derby Line, the one there in Vermont. And they also mentioned Holton, Maine, I believe, was another location.
Yeah.
And they mentioned also over there by, what is that one area I was thinking of just now? Oh, yeah, over by the cross between the one that had the other New York location, Massena. That's it, Massena, New York.
Yeah.
Is the other one.
And hey, Scurvy, how's it going?
Hey, fruitcake.
Hey, Scurvy.
Yeah. Now I got a question. How are the tariffs going to work with that one house there whose living room is in the United States, but their kitchen is in Canada?
Well, actually, on the Derby line there is a literally a library where if you put your feet over the line, you could have your feet in Canada, but you could have the rest of your body in America.
Yeah, but this guy's house is literally right on the border. His living room is in the United States.
I know which one you're talking. Yeah.
Well,
I know which one you're really talking about. His bedroom. It's like one spot he can go into his bedroom. He's in Canada, but another spot he goes over and he's in the United States.
It's kind of ridiculous.
When we visited the International Peace Gardens there, I was right out there on the. We were just right there on the border there. We make sure they have an ass cheek in the United States and an ass cheek in Canada.
Yeah.
They must have some kind of special permit or something.
Well,
I mean,
they're
'cause,
National Peace Gardens.
no, but I mean for the house. I mean, it's not. There's no way the guy's got to go through, customs every time he goes to the kitchen or something. It's like, come on.
Yeah, but I don't care about him having to go through customs and shit. I want to know how that's going to work for tariffs. Like, when he has to go buy groceries there.
Well, no, we
does he have to
can't
pay a tariff?
because there is a distinctive line, Gorilla, between where they are in Vermont and where they are in Canada. There's a distinctive line, so you can't even cross that line. You're getting arrested. So, if you want to buy anything,
So what, does he have a border patrol agent in his right there in
yeah,
the fucking arch?
no. Okay, no. This is how they handle it. There is a distinctive border station right between the two countries. Okay. That being said, the line that is on the road itself, it's only a 1 lane, 2-lane road going 1 lane one way and 1 lane the other way. And if you cross over that line into Canada, there is a patrol. There are patrol people that literally are on side streets that can pull you over and give you a ticket. Or they can arrest you, put you in jail for a few days, and then throw you back over to the other side, deport you. So
see, I think that's
the whole thing is totally screwy. The whole thing is totally screwy.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Can you read this one?
Lemon Pie said tariffs on Canada were because PvP was flooding the eggnog market. Yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely true. Yes.
Is that true? Damn it. Why didn't you tell me you had a cachet on eggnog? You didn't say anything.
If I was a Bond villain, my evil plan to conquer Earth would be to buy up all the eggnog and then sell it at exorbitant rates to folks
Damn
that
you.
really wanted it badly.
Yeah. Then I'd have to go all James Bond on your ass.
Cynthia, you can stop putting this in the chat.
What is this?
Say it yourself.
Read your own.
All right. Well, I put it. The real question is, who does he pay taxes to? The U.S. or America Junior?
Yeah,
I think if his line of demarcation is more into Canada, he's going to be paying Canadian taxes. But if any of it is even more in the United States, then he'll have to pay United States taxes.
No, it's just totally.
You really think the United States is going to give up any of their damn taxes? Hell no.
I would guess probably both governments are screwing the guy over to get taxes out of him.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Best way to do it is if you do have a property place, it's right in the middle of the fucking border.
Well, I don't know why anybody would buy a house in a situation like that. Anyway.
You know what? I would just empty the house out, leave it abandoned, and maybe just repurpose it and use it as another border station.
Well, the thing is, though, how could it even have any property value? Because nobody's ever going to buy the place.
Yeah, I know.
No,
unless they're crazy.
Yeah.
No. Some people would buy just for the shits and giggle that the house is in two different countries. Some people would buy just for the. I bet you they put it on the market as long as it's not too overly charged or valued. There, when they put it on the market, they'll be gone. It'll be sold within a week.
Well, I suppose some eccentric millionaire might buy it, but I mean, an average person probably wouldn't even think.
Or better yet, he probably would turn a house that was built on both border regions, turn it into a tourist trap. I mean, he'll make money off it.
Oh, so much for that. Alrighty, well, in case anybody cares, it is now 6-4 National League. In the top of the 7th inning.
Yeah. Good. You guys want to give him some attention? This side has not too much attention. Yeah, he's just being
Hey, Jethro. Right now. Jethro.
He's just being attention whore right now.
Big guy. Yeah,
Look,
hi Jethro.
hey, look at the camera. Yeah, you just be on me in my lap. You look on the camera.
Hi Jethro. Hi, big guy. Yeah,
Hey,
you're so
Jethro.
handsome boy. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
You showed up Jethro, homie.
this thing should
His
update
big
here in a
baby,
bit.
his big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, his man kitty.
Yeah, this thing should update here in a minute here because it's about past the warned area. Too bad I can't
Yeah.
get the radar and the severe weather on the same map here.
Mm.
Yeah, you got open 2 tabs, huh? To check.
No, I got it on my phone.
So, is there any more further information? I haven't really read it lately, but anything else still going on with the floods? Like, did they find any more people or bodies or anybody?
All the Lux is belted for all tourists, so the news is done talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll just ask the question that's the elephant in the room. It'll be a boring question, but what's the death toll of it so far?
131, 2, I believe.
132? Yeah. That sounds about right. Because last time before that, it was like 128. I was like, whoa. Yeah. And they're starting to find them now that they're starting to leak out. Yeah.
Yeah, all the places in Texas there, or all the places there, Texas there, as soon as the floods happened, people gathered for miles there with their axes and their pickaxes and shovels to go help. That there is the American spirit right there.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And
Drew 24.
oh,
Oh,
hey
there's
old
one man,
man,
Bird.
how's it going?
Hey,
Old
Eugene.
man Burton. He goes, Scurvy, I think Nevis had hired a bot army to watch the stream. Is he getting bot swarmed? How many did he have over there?
He has at least 5 the last time I checked.
I can send some bots my way.
Yeah, no
He
shit.
has a winter home for the U.S., a summer home for Canada.
There is an actual person that has that, Drew.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
And yeah, let's see, New York City has crazy floods like now. Like, what the fuck? Well, here everybody's like going, this is proof that climate change, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, or we're just having an extra rainy year. It happens. I bet you 69 was just as rainy as this year was. Just a
Well,
really rainy year.
Maybe
Well,
Yeah.
they're
Climate-
also still having another flood called an immigration flood too.
Well,
Yeah.
climate change has pretty much been disproven by anybody credible. You know, it's only the climate wackos that are going to cling on to their belief system, no matter how stupid they begin to look. Right?
Well, the problem is it's the oh shit! They just canceled a huge portion of that.
Whoa.
Did you just see
I
that
just
in real
saw that.
time? Did you see that in
Yeah, I
real
just
time?
saw that in real time. Yeah, I just saw what they cut out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but no, climate change is real. The part is that they're blaming it's only humans causing it. Do we have partial cause in it? Yes, we do. Because with our city, with the like cities, like well, here we could probably even zoom in on like this. All this concrete for this large area that does have an effect on the weather a little bit. Nothing major significant, but it is slightly warmer, like a half a degree warmer in Sioux Falls than it is in the surrounding areas because of all the concrete and all that.
That might be true, but I can remember in the 60s.
Can I finish?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Can I finish?
I thought you were finished.
but it's not the significance that they're wanting to talk. They talk about another thing is they saying you put up a much pollution. Yeah, but so does we got all kinds of volcanoes going off. You don't think that doesn't change? Volcanoes do more to disrupt the weather than anything the humans have done. The climate has been changing for 3 billion years. I think
Yeah.
we'll be fine.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's been changing all those years, so this is nothing new, really. I was just going to say, I can remember in the 60s when the summers were a lot hotter than they are now. Like they've actually, summers have gotten a lot cooler
Yeah.
here in the last 30 years.
Now, can I ask you a question though, PvP?
Always.
How far are you away from where you grew up though?
30 miles.
30 miles?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 40-minute drive from here, so it's
Oh,
it's in the same valley, and the valley's pretty
Yeah.
much got a uniform climate from north to south, like,
Yeah. Wait. It takes you 40 minutes to drive 30 miles? Jeez, Grandpa.
Well, I don't like to speed, so. And besides, you should drive our mountainous roadways, and you might want to slow down too on some of those mountainous passages, because our roads can be pretty freaky and pretty curvy and up and down and up and down. More ups and downs on some of our highways than a porn film has. Let's put it that way.
Wait. Repeat that again.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, good. I didn't quite catch that.
Okay, some of our highways have more ups and downs going on than what's going on in a porn film.
Okay.
Now you can clip that if you want. I give you permission.
Hey, hello, JPs.
Hey, JPs. We'll get to yours here, the second one. But the guy who has the cheapest, that guy has the cheapest travel expenses. Sure.
True.
69 was just as moist as this year. Climate change. Oh,
Wait.
Eugene got censored by boob tube here. Eugene got censored by boob tube.
Yeah, but Eugene, you're saying in 1969? Holy fuck, dude! I was only 4 years old. How can I even know what climate change was back then? Oh wait, he's older than I am.
We actually got a sign in the town I work in there. There's a sign that tells you what the water level was during that flood.
Really?
And that said, climate change is being caused. Yeah, they've been saying
man-caused is the fraud.
For 50 years just to raise taxes. And JP says, "What the fuck, girl? Are you wearing a boo boo?" No, it's my Hawaiian shirt. People said they were enjoying my Hawaiian shirt. So they only get worn during. They're only getting worn during the polar plunges. So I thought maybe since people were liking my Hawaiian shirts, I thought I'd just start wearing them for streaming.
Yeah. Next thing you know, JP's, the next time we'll see him, he'll be wearing the muumuu, he'll have a ukulele, and he'll be playing a Hawaiian tune on it, or trying to. And Kayla will be swaying back and forth in her dancing hula something.
Okay, so they downgraded the storm again.
I saw that.
So they'll probably be reissued again in about 5 minutes.
And what's Scurvy saying about Old Man Bird? I think he got a Sith holocron. Oh wow. Okay.
Huh?
I don't quite know. Well, I know what a holocron is in Sith lore, but
yeah.
a holocron.
Scurvy,
okay.
You're gonna have to put that into crayon eating terms for me. And Old Man Bird says that was a joke about 69. Yeah.
Oh.
I
Okay.
got it.
You got it.
New dark side of the moon. I'm not sure. I want a good storm to roll through here. Oh, we're gonna have a good storm, but the weatherman can't make up his mind whether or not it's gonna be severe or if it's gonna be a little pisser.
That's been I felt like living in a sauna over here in Toronto, JP's. I wish we had a decent storm without all the humidity.
Well, you live in a humid area, so what are you going to do?
Not much.
I mean, you got air conditioning, hopefully.
Yeah, we do. But but the thing is, I, as Suzanne knows, when I lived all those years in Arizona, I actually adopted some of the methods of how the Navajo were able to cause rainstorms. I can bring a rainstorm on anybody. If I do the right chant and the right dance, I can bring one about. So,
Well,
maybe I
okay.
should start doing that
Mikey,
again.
Mikey, I call BS just because if that was true, you would have brought a rainstorm to Toronto. An area to fight out.
I just want Mikey to prove it and put up a short video of him doing the rain dance.
See,
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Oh, Nemesis had 400 plus viewers and only 2 people chatting on his game stream today. Well, I went in there and chatted for a little bit, but I couldn't stick around.
Yeah.
How do you get 400 viewers with only 2 people in the chat room, though? That seems there's something wonky there.
Yeah,
it seems wonky.
Yeah, and hey, maybe you will. It depends on what part of Canada you're in. But right now, it's mostly. You might get the stuff that's over Lake Superior right now, more likely, or the stuff that's over over the middle of Ontario, between James Bay and what's that little dinky little Lake Michigan. That's the one that might hit you guys. Oh, you're in Winnipeg.
Yeah, he's in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Yeah.
Oh, everything went south. Oh yeah, this is all going east. But Winnipeg,
Yeah.
I've actually been there one time. Well, twice if you count the return trip.
PvP, tell me, which area of British Columbia are you in? Because, well, I'll give a little hint where I am. I've told you guys all the time. I'm in the Central Valley, California, and we have over here what we call a dry heat. What do you guys have over there, PvP? Same thing that we have, or is it a little more humid where you guys are up there?
No, we got dry heat out west here, just like you do.
Yeah, you two are lucky bastards. I got to deal with the humidity out here.
Yeah, well, I remember spending 3 weeks in Ontario one summer, and I did not like having to take a sauna bath every damn day when I went out of the hotel. That was not fun. It was not.
No, that's not fun.
Feeling the sweat pouring off me, and it was kind of disgusting actually after a while. But
yeah.
Gently extend your arm. Extend your middle finger. Very good.
We have to deal with humidity all the damn time up here. We're this way.
Well, it's just a fact. We got dry heat out here.
Ooh, there might be a tornado forming out near Sioux City, down by Sioux City.
Great.
Oh, that won't be anywhere near me. Huh. And Old Man Bird says, "Hope the storm is a false alarm." Well, we need the rain, but they keep issuing and canceling the damn storm. It's like they can't make up their damn minds. Old Man Bird with a popular game. Who knows the mysteries of the algorithm? Yeah, because I might play Wolfenstein here if I can figure out the controls. Because that one there I can control the volume on. When we tested out the sim golf in the background or backstage there, I couldn't hear sit there and couldn't hear me, and I can't find the volume control on the game there.
Well,
I can't hear anybody because the game would be going through my headphones.
Well, Gorilla, I could hear you. You probably cannot hear me on your end.
I can barely hear you. I've been going, what? What was that?
And Old Man Bird just gave you $9.99 super sticker.
There you go. More money for the cigar fund.
Eugene Bird, you're the king. Super chats making our sing. Lighting the lounge, keeping it free. You're the sugar daddy of Gorilla. Thank you. with every puff we raise a cheer. Eugene Bird, our hero here. Ah.
Thank you very much, Eugene Bird. That's very generous of you. Thank you very much for that nine
Hey,
ninety nine.
you just gave him a countertop for his car,
Yeah.
protected from the hail.
And JP says I'm in Winnipeg. Yeah, he's been working hard and knows many gamers up. Oh yeah, I'm so glad we got him over the threshold for being monetized there. Especially when he said he had the watch hours and he only needed three subs. I could do this. Every Discord group, he go, "Hey guys, my friend here needs 3 subs. Can some of you guys come over and sub to him?" And I think we got him 7 subs within like 10 minutes when we did that. So,
And I just wanted to address JP where he's saying no one needs to spend time in Ontario. Well, unfortunately or fortunately, there are people that actually live here, work here. And oh yeah, by the way, I'm retired here with my beautiful wife. So JP's try to be more specific, okay? Next time, not generalize everything. Just saying. You're a Manitoban. Deal with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ontario was okay, I guess, but
well,
I didn't see much of the good stuff though, because I was looking at house prices in Hamilton, which is a steel workers town, right?
Yeah,
And
it is.
it looked good online, and the prices looked reasonable. So I thought, well, might as well go check out some property. So flew out there, stayed 3 weeks. And it turned out the real estate agent I was working with was a real bitch, real untrustworthy bitch. And she kept showing me all this dilapidated crap that were basically teardowns, nothing you'd ever want to spend a day living in.
So she
after
wasn't
a few
just
weeks,
so she wasn't just a bitch; she was an untrustworthy bitch
and a dishonest bitch. I'll add that too.
Yeah.
But you know, Hamilton, man, talk about a shithole. Oh man, it was horrible. I mean, it was worse than I thought it would be. Right? You know, I thought, you know, how bad can it be? It's like, well, yeah, it can be real bad because the city was like the west part was the civilized part, where you had the you know, the upper class people with nice you know, fancy homes, right? And then you go across a certain line, a certain street in the middle of the city, and you get into the east working class area of town. And oh man, empty storefronts, dilapidated houses, you know, people that look at you like I went to looked at a couple of houses in the eastern area. You get out of the car with the agent and you're looking at the house, and you see down the street, there's all these people like in the summertime, right? So they're all outside in their yards and they're all looking at you like you just landed in a flying saucer. Because, you know, any outsider, I guess, to them is like something to be suspicious of, because they're all giving me the, you know, the stink eye automatically. Like, you know, I got really unfriendly vibes from a lot of the people there. And actually, the guy at the hotel I stayed at was a little over on the west side. So it was actually a pretty nice place. Actually, the taxi driver, because the real estate agent was supposed to pick me up at the airport and she never showed, right? So I got a cab at the airport and I was going to go to the motel she recommended. It turned out to be a dive, of course. So my taxi driver, who, by the way, was a really super awesome guy, and he was from Afghanistan, believe it or not. And he was a really nice guy, like very helpful, right? Friendly guy. So he says, I have friends that have a hotel in a good part of town. The rates are reasonable. They're not going to rip you off. They're good people. I'll be happy to take you over there. So he did. And that's where I got my room, right? But anyway, you know, when I started talking to people, like I talked to some police officers because there were lots of cops walking the beat in that town. And I got talking to this one super nice lady one afternoon, and she was like, well, don't go into that area. She was like, it's really not a good town. And she said, like her husband and her had a couple of Dobermans in the backyard just to feel safe. And this is the cop I'm talking to, right? Like, this is a law enforcement officer, and she's kind of not feeling 100% safe sometimes. So, needless to say, I finally got the hell out of there after my frustration level got too high, and that's when I was having the sauna. By the way, with your lovely sauna like weather. So,
Yeah. Yeah, and Scurvy here says, I think Gorilla is hoping to deflect hail with the shirt colors. Yeah,
that is a nice
I'll
shirt.
go out there if I'll get a homemade shield out there. Though hopefully I'll never have to experience again being stuck in a machine shed there when it's baseball size hail.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were all me
Wow.
and my cousins were all out we were all out just doing whatever the fuck we were doing outside, and all of a sudden a storm, real fast, like storm moved in. It's like moving about 50 miles an hour there. It moved in and it did start hailing, and the closest building was a machine shed. We all just ran into there, and it's baseball size hail. Man, that was fucking loud. I mean, I've never heard anything so loud.
So, Gorilla, you're saying when you were growing up, you weren't foolhardy enough to play outside while it's hailing?
Well, we were outside in the hail, but no, if it's quarter size hail, we may have said fuck it. But we're talking baseball size hail. There's a difference.
That's
right
what,
there.
yeah. But if you have baseball size hail, then that's why you carry a few baseball bats with you, just so you can hit them away from you, so they don't hit you guys.
By the time you decide which one to hit another one's pelting you.
Yeah, I don't think you'd have to be hitting fast enough to keep them all away from you, Mikey.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. No, that's not the new Beatles song, Sir Lemon.
Hey, did you know my real name is Ringo?
Yeah, your real name is Ringo? Really?
Yeah. And let's see, $7 buys a pack of gum these days. You can find a pack of gum for about $5.99.
Now, old man Bird, Eugene, you're actually feeding gorillas stogie habit. You're helping them there.
Well, let's see, Hamilton, Brampton is the new Surrey, whatever.
New Surrey, BC?
Surrey, BC.
Yeah.
Surrey, BC, otherwise known as Turban Town, if you're not familiar with it.
Yeah.
Indians?
Yes, it's basically, well, they used to, what do they used to call them when a certain group of people would all move into the same area? Ghettos.
Yeah.
They used to call them ghettos, right?
Well, the ghettos are more for the poor people.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a whole different layers of society there, of course. But it does have a very bad reputation for being a crime city. And there's a lot of crime that goes on there. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah. And hey, Suzanne, I'll get your thing here in a minute. And he gets kickbacks from the hotel, probably. Not trustworthy Bree. And Suzanne, welcome. She's saying hello to everybody.
Hi, Suzanne.
And the old man Bird's giving her 3 stars and a bucket of popcorn.
Hey, nice.
Yeah. And I said, hello, Miss Suzanne. How's the Saskatchewan fires going? Because I know they were still in some flames there.
Well, if this rain would shift north, you'd probably get some relief there.
Well, they had some, and then, Oh, did you guys hear about what happened on the north rim of the Grand Canyon? Their Grand Canyon Lodge was hit by lightning and burned down. The whole thing is gone.
Really?
They lost cabins and everything. Yes.
Are you talking about the Grand Canyon?
Wow.
Yeah. The north rim.
Did they lose like the North Lodge, which has been there for a shit ton of years?
Since the 1930s, Gorilla. So let's say about 90 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Suzanne said still bad, but we were safe. Well, we're glad you're safe.
Well, we're glad you're safe there, hon. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that just depressed me because, thankfully nobody died, so that was great. But I mean, this was an icon, an iconic landmark that had been there, like I said, for 90 years. And, and then all of a sudden, just one bolt of lightning, and it burned down all the cabins and the main lodge and everything had been there for a while. I only took one trip to the North Rim in my entire lifetime when I lived in the state, and that was a long ass way. I had to drive almost out of my way and through part of Utah and then come back, and then it circles back, goes back to the North Rim itself there. It's all isolated, but I mean, that's a shame. It was a true icon landmark, and now it's gone. And there was this fire there was this one fire called the Rodeo Fire. I'll just talk about it real quickly, but this was one that not only destroyed the old Zane Grey cabin, that writer of stories, for the West and everything, but it wiped out a lot of other things as well. And then of course there was that Yavapai fire, all those firefighters died except for one, and that was terrible. So they've had a lot of bad wildfires up there up north for a lot of things now.
Yeah, and JP's here says we still have 120 active fires in Manitoba.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, JP.
How many of those are natural, and how many of those are arson, though?
Well, I don't think there's anything arson. I wouldn't blame that.
Well,
there's a lot of lightning storms and shit in that area. I mean,
Well, there's a lot of the northern half of Manitoba that's pretty empty.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't live in northern Canada because of the terrain, of the remoteness. There's not a lot of roads. So I imagine a lot of those would have been started by lightning strikes. Would be my random guess.
I would definitely guess.
Now, if you're talking a couple of the more major cities, then of course I could see there'd be a couple of kooks running around being idiots. So I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility that there would be a certain percentage of arsonists.
Yeah, and Old Man Bird had to give us the gapping, mouth wide open emoji there. If you keep your mouth open that wide there, we're going to start chucking stuff and see how much we can land in your mouth there.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about Old Man Bird giving us an open mouth emoji there. That's
we'll just start throwing like popcorn and M&Ms to see how we can land in his mouth there.
Maybe you could lend him a cigar to smoke on or something.
Well, you'll have to go with my partial there. I have to go down to my cigar shop. And damn it,
so JP says that they've got Aussie and Kiwis and Americans and Mexicans coming in to help. That's good. Yeah, that's great. That's good news.
Yeah, generally, same here in BC. We'll generally get some international forest fighters coming in to help out. Because I guess it goes both ways. We send our people, like we often send Canadian forest fighters down to like the California wildfires and stuff, like all the time. So, yeah.
Well, that's where I don't know how many firefighters Minnesota can send right now. I think we got a few fires up there in the Duluth area, and then I think we got. Well, I know our rescue teams are down in Texas right now, so
yeah,
I don't know what we sent up to Canada because between the firefighting rescue units and our rescue units going to Texas.
I would imagine it might be some firefighters from the northern part of the U.S., like northern states, perhaps.
Well, I do have a question. I do have a question for you Canadians up there from some Canada national news or some local news up there. So, what's the news on the Alberta situation?
As far as weather goes,
not exactly. From a few months ago, there was a lot of chatter about Alberta going through a separatist movement.
That's been going on ever since the election when the Liberals got back in.
Yeah.
So what's the news on it?
Well, there's constant news. I don't know. By the way, forget the mainstream media, CBC, CTV, Global, the mainstream channels on the TV. They're all garbage. they're basically, the government basically pays them money, pays the reporters salaries to just basically shill and tell, complete lies endlessly, day after day, month after month. And that's, I think, one reason why the Liberals managed to win the election again, because when Trump, started talking about that 51st state stuff, and the mainstream media up here jumped all over that, like flies, on something that died in the middle of the road,
Well, if you're
and then,
people are dumb enough to fall for that, maybe
but they
then
are,
you guys earned
some of
what
them.
you got. Maybe you
But
earned what you got. People are stupid enough to listen to Biden there. We got Biden.
Can I finish? Seriously though, girl, just let me finish my thought, please, and then you can go on about Biden. There's a lot of people that don't understand alternative media. There's a lot of people that never watch YouTube. They don't check out the alternative media like I have on, the last year. Then I found some great channels on here that are independent, and they hit the ground, they hit the streets, they go right out on the streets and report on events that are actually happening, and they actually, put the cameras on and film it. So there's no BS, right? There's no filter there, like there is for the mainstream legacy media. So a lot of naive people, and there are a lot of people, maybe they're not stupid, maybe they just have very busy lives and they don't have time. By the time they get home from work at night, they're so exhausted, they just throw the CBC on for an hour and believe everything that they're told, right? I mean, not everybody, they're not all morons. I mean, sure, there's plenty of them that are, but a lot of these people, they've been watching the CBC and trusting it, and it used to be trustworthy. Like 30 years, even 10 years ago, it was a reliable news channel, and then it went woke and far left, and became unreliable, basically. So there were a lot of people that are gullible, and they still think it's the same network it was a decade ago, which it is definitely not. So they believe what they're fed, and they're spoon fed like lies and pablum, and unfortunately, enough people bought it to tip the results to the Liberals to get in again after 10 years of total corruption and failure. Because the Conservative leader Pierre was had like a 40%, 40% of in the polls or something. Like he was perched to win like a landslide majority government, and then it all went sideways. And anyway, sorry to go on so long. Anyway, if you want to say what you're going to say about
all I was saying is if people are stupid enough to believe that and not do their own research and all that, maybe you deserve what you got. We deserve, or people were dumb enough to listen to Biden there, and we ended up with Biden, and maybe we deserve that.
Oh, I'm not. I don't disagree with your point at all. It's completely valid. I would totally agree with that. Yeah, there are, but unfortunately, there are a lot of uninformed, gullible, stupid people. There's just a variety of fools out there. But what are you going to do? I mean, the trouble is, the informed people like myself that voted conservative, we still get screwed, because that's democracy, right? If the majority votes are idiots, then I guess I got to live with it, right?
And you blame Trump for the 51st state thing. Every country tries to interfere with other people's countries. Like Vladimir Putin, right before the election, when it said he endorses Kamala Harris.
Oh, I know. There's always, but I mean, I've never seen an American president interfere to that degree. And if you remember back in November, I was happy that Trump won, because I know Harris would have been an absolute freaking disaster, train wreck. So I was glad Trump won. But I got to say that some of the stuff Trump's done over recent months has been very disappointing. I just think sometimes he's been kind of erratic in his behavior, and I'm having a hard time of figuring out following the guy these days, because I just saw a video.
85% satisfied.
Yeah, well, I'm not, and I just saw a video the other day where apparently Trump is going to send missiles to the Ukraine. Now he's going to send more arms to Ukraine.
Here, well, let me. Yes, we are sending more military thing, but we sold the weapons to NATO, and NATO is going to make Ukraine pay for them. We're not giving them a free trip ride anymore. They're going to have to pay for their weapons. 300. We sent them 350 billion. The European Union sent them like 120 billion, but the Ukraine actually has to repay them. We said no more free rides. They're actually going to have to pay for their weapons now.
That's fine, but I still remember didn't Trump not too long ago say that he wanted the war to end and he didn't want to be any more.
Well, he wants it to end, but Vladimir Putin's not is not working with them, and Zelensky, that little fucker, he's not helping either. So I say, just let them both fucking fight it out.
Don't you remember when Trump was getting cozy with Putin at one time, though?
Just because you talk to him, unlike
no. They was kind of getting like buddy stage almost there for a while, like a long time ago now. But
Well, part of the negotiation. Well, you can't go into a negotiation. The first thing you say to him is you're an asshole. You're not gonna get anywhere.
No. I agree 100%. But I just think he got maybe a little overly friendly. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Suzanne.
Hello.
Hey there.
Okay, here goes. The Liberals in Canada are trash. The Conservatives in Canada are just an extension of the Liberals. They've become trash. We have no real government to count on or look up to. Now, let's get over to Trump. Trump is a fucking idiot. Okay? He is only interested in America. Yes, he's sending stuff over to the Ukraine. Yes, they have to pay for it. But guess where the money came from to pay for it? Canada. Canada sent over billions, hundreds of billions to the Ukraine just recently. So, yeah. There it is in a nutshell. Any comments now, PvP?
Not really. I already said my piece about what I think about the situations.
I'm not wrong.
I haven't given up on the Conservatives yet, though. I still think Pierre could make a very good prime minister if he ever got the chance, because he had a lot of good ideas when he was on the campaign. No, he was talking a lot of really sensible stuff that did make sense, but he never got a chance to implement any of it, sadly, of course. But I think we would have been in better shape today if we had the Conservatives in for the last couple of months. Because, I mean, what the hell has Carney done? He's done absolutely nothing. I mean, isn't he on holiday now? I think he's gone on holidays, right?
I think he just got back, didn't he?
Oh, I don't know. Well, I thought I heard reports he was hanging out in Australia for a while there. Like, gee, that's going to be useful, like hanging out in Australia.
My point with Pierre was, and still is, I did like him. I was on his bandwagon until I seen where he's been the last few months. He's going down the conservative path. You can't tell me I'm wrong, because he talks about wanting to cut jobs in government and all this other crap, and that's not the case. He's doing nothing and saying nothing that is leading to anywhere towards that. No, he's just like the rest of them.
It's not like he can cut jobs if he doesn't have any power right now.
So he's got power in his own cabinet, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he can't cut a single job in Canada because he doesn't have a government. The Liberals have. And by the way, I have been listening to stuff lately that Carney is planning to cut massive job cuts to the federal government. Like I heard a number like around 144,000 government workers are going to be unemployed soon.
Yeah.
So the Liberals aren't exactly, saints in shining armor either. A lot of people are going to be hurting. But I just think at least Pierre had ideas. At least he had some plans. When I listen to Carney talk, it's like he's all smoke and mirrors. He's all a hot air windbag that has no idea. I mean, he screwed over the Bank of England when he was running that for years. Even one of the ex-prime ministers of England, I've seen videos where she criticized the hell out of the way he ran the Bank of England. Carney he's an empty shell. You know what Carney cares about? He cares about the globalist agenda. He cares. He wants to make Canada closer to Europe than the U.S., which is stupid. I mean, America's always been our best trading partner, and that's the way it should remain, right?
Canada needs to take a lesson from the U.S., and we need to do what they did. Okay? Canada has no political parties that will do it any good. Canada needs to rebirth. Basically, we need a brand new, solid constitution, and we need to do it by force because there's no other way.
Well, I wish
What did
that
you guys
was
call that in the
possible.
States? What was your independence? A
I don't
revolution?
You honestly believe the Canadian people are going to have a revolution? Because that's not going to
We
happen.
need one. We need
Oh,
one.
sure, but the way the state of the Canadian mentality these days, and now the government's
they're
trying to take away. Now the government's planning to take away all the guns anyway.
Good luck with that.
It's not looking too hopeful. It's not looking too hopeful. That's all I can say, Suzanne.
Good luck with that. My gun don't leave.
Not unless they pry it out of your cold dead hands.
That's the one. That's the one.
All right, can we catch up on chats real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna step away for a couple minutes anyway. I'll be right back, guys.
Right. So Scurvy is asking, what am I pounding down? It's the new Mountain Dew Summer Freeze. It's a cherry, lemon, and raspberry. It's all right, but I accidentally grabbed the zero sugar one. I want to see what one with the sugar tastes like. It's a JP's are in Manitoba, and yeah, he's in Winnipeg there, and 95% are natural, and there was a few arsons though. Okay, got you. Did you read about the cause of the area? Oh, Boeing another Boeing plane crashed. I never heard anything about it.
The Air India plane. I mentioned it to Old Man Bird that it lost power as soon as it took off, and when it did, it was just like a loaded weight. The whole thing went down. Remember, it crashed into that hotel, and everyone died on board except for one person. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, so it was a Boeing?
It was Boeing, yeah. Boeing Incorporated. It was their plane.
There's their DI. There's their DI engineering team at it again.
Well, and it happened on Trump's watch. We could blame him again for something else that this would be India. Has nothing to do with, but it helps a lot of people. I mean, I've talked to people who say, "Oh yeah, it's on Trump's watch. Okay, let's blame him for this."
Oh yeah, just like they blamed him for a tornado that happened 100 years ago.
Oh, and we blamed him for a century-old flood that just killed 132 people in Texas.
No, that one it's just a rainy year. And hey, man. Oh, I know which one. I know exactly which one he wants. Don't I have it anymore? Oh.
No, remember what PvP called you accidentally.
I know. I got to find it. It didn't save right.
He's going from that. Yeah.
Since PvP sip right here.
Yeah, so.
Wait, I can't play that one clip that I said,
yeah. Yeah, so like I told Eugene, I said I read total loss of power. So the plane dropped like a loaded weight. Very tragic. And Boeing Incorporated has a lot to answer for. Oh, yeah, they do. They're going to have a lot of lawsuits, especially from those Hindu families that, a lot of their relatives died on that plane. And, yeah, so they have a lot to answer for sure.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
You have a lot of chats there, Gorilla.
Yeah, I know. Just a sec. Share screen.
Oh, let's see.
Baby.
All right.
Babe. Wait, is it playing?
You know the video I'm talking about, don't you, babe? There, babe. Baby.
Why you calling him a babe? You haven't paid him $2 yet.
Okay. I've been drinking a little too much when I'm calling him that.
Oh, I had to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we did it!
And that's it, the ball game. It's 6-4. We're at the top of the ninth. American League's by 2 runs. So,
Yeah. So, JP's what part you in Winnipeg? JP's, but your daughter's in Winnipeg.
yeah.
What? No, calling it the peg. That I'm starting to get images up there.
The peg.
Yeah.
And they also call it winter peg as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Was her
the Air India flight. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no way in how Alberta can or will succeed. Quebec did not, and very well could not.
You mean secede?
Actually, Quebec was 1% away from leaving Canada in the last referendum they tried.
Yeah. And Alberta will be successful. Saskatchewan will be happy to join them. Yeah. Well, there are some real kooks on the YouTube. Oh, I'll take your YouTube and raise you a Twitter.
Hey, now that's where I fight.
Yeah, no, I've been fighting on there too. I haven't gone after the Brooklyn Dad Defiant for a while. The one
my
that tried
God,
selling his
on
kids
Twitter.
for crack. Suzanne, Alberta may try, but the FN in Alberta would not go along with it. What's the FN?
First Nations.
First Nations.
Alberta.
They're the indigenous peoples.
Okay.
Just bring them a case of Canadian Windsor. They'll go along with it.
I just want to quickly interject about First Nations. I think the reason some of the First Nations are fighting the separation idea in Alberta right now is because there's a great deal of corruption in the leadership of the Indigenous Indian bands, the band councils. It's a bit of a racket. The feds send the Indigenous folks millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars every year. And guess where most of that money, the money's supposed to go to help the average people living within the band, right? But where does it go? Oh, it goes to the chiefs. And it goes to the chiefs. Huh?
Not all of them. There are some good chiefs.
Yeah, maybe a few, but there's a lot of corrupt ones too, Suzanne.
Well, there is.
Well, tell me why is it that a lot of Indigenous communities still don't have drinking water or reasonable housing? A lot of them are still living in substandard, crapple housing, right? So, and this has been going on for decades and decades and decades. They could have fixed these problems long ago if they really wanted to, but there's corruption. And, I think a lot of the people that are fighting separation from Alberta, in Alberta, are corrupt band council leaders that just want to keep the money rolling into their pockets, basically, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
I don't know about Alberta. I know in Manitoba, we've got some pretty shady ones, but I've seen some awfully wealthy bands in Saskatchewan and Alberta where the people are doing really well. I've also seen shady ones that, like you say, they are worse in third world countries.
Well,
that I've seen in Manitoba.
Yeah, exactly, Suzanne. And I mean, the same thing's probably true in BC, right? I haven't, paid attention much to it in years, but I remember years ago there was the same controversies, right? Where some bands were doing okay and other bands were like shitholes. And I do remember though when Northern Gateway Pipeline was the thing going to the northern coast of BC to finally get Alberta's oil out to the Asian markets that are just begging for it, really. Before that got shut down, there were a lot of Indigenous bands that got hired to work on the pipeline and earn really good, high-paying jobs, right? They were going to build the pipeline. A lot of Indigenous folks up north, because I believe it was going to go out through Kitimat or something, I believe. I can't remember exactly, but I think that was the city it was going to go out through on the coast. And that would have been a boom for a lot of those Indigenous folks up north if the feds haven't fucked it up and blocked it. Canada could be making billions and billions and billions of dollars, and we're not making anything because the feds don't want it. They want to block everything.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
sorry, I'm frustrated. Sorry.
so let's catch up on we're getting caught up on the chats here.
Sounds good.
Trump will finally wake up to the fact that JP's all First Nations I know are all for it. Well, that's good to know. Oh, at least you guys are all on the same page. That helps. And let's see, Trump is finally waking up to the fact that Putin is not interested in peace. The war won't end until Russia stops its invasion. He gave him 50 days. So we'll see what happens on day 51. The problem comes when the oil rates come up. Are you talking about Russia or in Canada?
You might as well be talking about
Canada.
both.
Yeah. Let's see. Trump was naive to think they could magically change Putin. Yeah, he was
Yep.
naive on that. Ukraine needs support, or Russia will just come up right in and take the Ukraine. Well, the problem is that it's a lot more complicated than that because this crap's been going on since the 80s there, especially when who was it that said that NATO will not move 1 inch west there if we take down the wall. And every year we keep adding more and more countries to NATO, and finally said screw it. There's also the gas the whole Carter Turkey pipeline. That was another big issue. And Ukraine, there's the violations of the Minsk agreements. So it's not all black and white, and Ukraine's not innocent in this either.
Excuse me.
Let's see, Canada needs someone like Trump that comes in and actually keeps his campaign promises. Yeah, but
Agreed.
you gotta find them. The Air India flight went down because the co-pilot shut off the fuel pump. Is that what it was? I see. I never even heard of this, so I can't give any insight to it.
No. What it was, Gorilla, is they're trying to blame it on pilot error, and that wasn't the entire case. It might have had some factor in it by trying to adjust when they thought they had power, but there wasn't any power to be had when they took off. And then when the thing is, when you have no power and thrust, when you're, going, the plane taking off, whatever, and it loses all of that power all at once, just like with a snap of the finger, the whole thing becomes a loaded weight and it tilts. That's why it went into that hotel. That's why, instant impact killed everyone except for one person, So,
Mikey, it sounds like it would be more an error in the maintenance crew from what you're describing.
that's correct. That's why I said that Boeing has to answer for, because there's still, the NTSB still thinks that it has a deficiency in the maintenance of what happened with the plane before it took off.
Well, I remember
an issue.
Yeah, Boeing is based in Seattle still, I believe, because I think they have been for many years.
They are. Yeah, they are.
And,
yes.
And I've heard a lot of things because I only like a 4.5-hour drive from Seattle here, and
Right.
I've heard a lot of things about Boeing that aren't so pretty. I've heard they got a really bad. They're really poorly run at times. They have some just people that are incompetent basically, and I would not really want to necessarily fly on a Boeing built airplane, to be honest.
Well, I know a friend of mine. Well, actually, one of my friends who lives in Washington State knows a friend that used to work for Boeing, but actually left them because he said there was a problem with shoddy business practices. So he just decided to resign. But they've always had half-ass work there, and even in the assembly lines, when they assembled the damn planes in the first place, there isn't enough stuff that we need from you, Gorilla, like quality control. Their quality controls are shit.
That's what we need. We need Gorilla at the Boeing plant.
Yeah, we do. We need him to supervise.
But seriously, that's exactly right, Mikey. Like I've heard exactly the same thing that when they're actually putting the planes together on the assembly line, there's errors being made in the construction of the planes.
Exactly. Even of the newer models, right? And the one that crashed was, I think it was like their one of their newer models, wasn't it? At the 787, I think it was.
I'm really not
Big
sure.
huge ass plane, you know, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
sad. You know, and I hope that the victims' families, I hope they all get compensation. I hope they do. They better get some decent compensation or something, you know, or some explanation, because, you know, it's like I said, it's just terrible. I mean, the whole thing is a piece of crap.
Well, you
The
know,
whole deal, what happened.
one problem I have is if the people running the company aren't taking their jobs, they're very highly well-paid jobs too. If they're not taking those jobs seriously enough to do their jobs properly and to make sure that the workers on the ground are doing their jobs on the assembly line properly,
Yeah.
and there is a sufficient quality control,
Mhm.
somebody should be held accountable. And I don't know if anybody ever is, unfortunately.
Well, PvP thing won't be, and probably in response to that, the lower level workers will get fired for that executive's mistake, and he won't get held accountable for it.
Yeah, and then the executives will retire with $1 million bonus, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, what a world! What a world!
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Well, it's
Go
a
ahead,
wonderful
Gorilla.
world, but it
Yeah,
can't be.
Gorilla, I know you have a few more chats if you want to.
Yeah.
Go for it,
I
Gorilla.
was just looking at something because a tornado warning was popping up, but as soon as I zoom in, it disappears.
What? So now you're gonna have a tornado headed your way?
Disappeared as soon as someone fucked up at AccuWeather.
You know, I think I got a hunch. Some of the people at the Weather Service are watching Gorilla's streams when he talks about them and bitches about how incompetent they are. And now they're getting that. Now they're getting revenge on Gorilla by sending him false weather reports about tornadoes and all kinds of crazy shit.
Well, here, I'll show you what I'm talking about as soon as I'm caught up on the chats here. But Mikey, you want to read this one?
Yeah, sure. The fires in Canada are happening on my watch. Oh yeah, thanks a lot, Lemon. And secession in Canada. What a concept!
Let's see. I know nothing about succession in Canada, but one thing I do know is nations don't let parts of itself break away easily.
Oh yeah, that's going to happen with us here in Canada. They're not going to allow provinces just to walk away and say, screw you folks. And
but
no, I don't.
Here it says 50 to 10 days, 100 days makes no difference. Russia or Putin will have to be stopped.
Yeah.
Well,
you're probably about right on that, Lemon. Yeah.
I
will say that say this, even they have to be stopped, or the overall objective that Russia wants really right now. I may be on the minority side by saying this, but Russia wants buffer space. They do, and they always thought Ukraine was their buffer space or their buffer state. But now, since Ukraine was getting all nice and cozy up with NATO and the U.S., they figured, oh shit, now we're losing Ukraine. Now what do we do? Do we invade and try to maintain control of them somehow, or do we just let them join NATO?
Well, there are have some of the Scandinavian countries join NATO in the last year or so, right? I believe.
Yes, they have.
So NATO has been encroaching. So I can understand Putin's concerns. On that level, I can understand the guy.
Yeah, but guys, here's what I was talking about on the thing here. You see how this is just all normal here? But as soon as I zoom in, right here, I zoom in. This is a tornado warning. This would be all severe thunderstorm warnings, which the storm has already passed that area. Then I zoom in again. It gives me this one here, which that was already canceled. And then this happens.
Are you sure this is the most reliable website for weather information, Gorilla?
Someone screwed up here. Someone screwed up on the map.
Where are you there, Gorilla?
I'm way over here. We'll be in a watch here probably about say about 20 minutes.
Oh, be careful. Be safe.
There's no active warnings out, so this is all someone's here screwed up the map because
Yeah.
this is the most reliable I got right now because this is what
Yeah, but Gorilla, do you even get a do you still get a siren warning if you have like even a tornado, warning in the area?
Yeah, so we got air raid sirens here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Mikey, and he also has his other siren called his kid if he has his kid with him.
Yeah, I already told my sister to give me a call when the storm hits her town. So as soon as she gets the phone call there I'll know and expect the weather to hit in about 45 minutes because it's only moving at 30 miles an hour. Let's see. Russia wants to conquer and absorb all of the old Soviet republics. Their state TV is very open about it. I think that's more propaganda, and trying to talk tougher than they are. They know there's no way in hell that they could directly take on NATO because just for the plain simple fact is you got the powerhouses of Germany, the United States, and the United Kingdom in there. And I don't know how big Canada's military is. They're not going to.
It's not what it used to be. It used to be a pretty good military before the liberals decimated it.
Garbage.
Yeah,
There'd just be too much for Russia to take on its own, and they can already not count on Iran to come for their help because Russia did not come to Iran's help.
I
Sorry.
will say this: the only thing that Russia can hope for, if they're damn lucky and they know how to play their cards right, they probably can get half of Ukraine or try to find an area of Ukraine and carve a border region out of that. Saying, like, there's a river barrier right here in Ukraine. We can carve a new border along that region, saying, okay, we got a natural river area in Ukraine, saying, okay, this is our new buffer zone in Ukraine since there's a natural river barrier right here to protect us. And they already have Belarus, since Belarus is a puppet of Russia.
Yeah.
But PvP, but Sifdan, the thing is that Putin is the type of leader who is all or nothing. So if he can't get all of Ukraine, then he's going to find a way to get all of Ukraine. So
I personally don't think Putin's nuts enough to want to take all those ex Russian states that they used to have during the Cold War. I don't.
Maybe not all of the republics PvP. But there are a few.
No. Even trying to take one of them, Putin would realize NATO would have to react, and then you'd have World War III. And I don't think Putin's quite that crazy. I mean, maybe he's not the most stable man in the world because he is basically a product of the KGB in his younger days. But I don't think even Putin is that nuts to want to take on a NATO, because that's just going to be a dumpster fire if they do that.
Yeah.
And I don't know really what Putin's end game is at this point. I think he wants. I do think probably Dan has a point. I think Putin wants to control a certain chunk of the eastern part of the country, and because I do think the buffer zone idea has some validity, because NATO has been growing over the years, and Putin.
Well,
as I say, Putin's the kind of guy. He's an old school Russian.
Yeah.
I mean,
so what you're saying is like.
Yeah, I'll take 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, PvP. Sorry.
Putin is an old school KGB guy, like old school. Like this guy is
very old.
This guy's hardcore, right? he ain't going for no picnics anytime soon. Let's put it that way.
No.
So he's going to definitely, if he thinks it's in Russia's interest to do an action and defend Russia, he probably will do it. But I don't think he's nuts enough to actually want to start a major war with NATO, because I don't think I don't think be any winners in that. I think everybody would lose personally.
Yeah. And hey, Duran, welcome.
Yeah, welcome, Anchorman. And Scott says I'm going to see Superman tomorrow. That's fantastic, dude. Because Sunday we're going to do a non-spoiler review of Superman and talk about a couple other films that are upcoming. So Cool,
So
dude. I can't wait to talk to you about that.
So I think you want me to come on and tell you why I give it a fuck you out of 10?
Yeah.
Oh, for Superman? Sure. If you want to join us, Gorilla, you're more than welcome to tell us why you
I
hated
gotta
it.
see what time is it? Are you planning it? What time are you
Oh, you
planning
mean
it?
my live stream? I haven't decided on the time yet.
Okay.
It'll be before it. Trust me. If you decide to have a movie this coming Sunday, it'll be before that. So
Well, I also have to go down to Iowa on Sunday, so that's why I was asking.
yeah.
But JP says yes, Kirby. Gorilla, check your local radar. Wait, I've been doing that I've been doing that all night here. It's just starting to hit little Mexico. I mean Worthington.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So
JP,
yeah.
you want to read this one?
Sure. Lemon Pie said, PvP leads an eggnog brigade that is quite fierce on the battlefield. Thank you, Lemon.
Yeah, Scurvy. There's a little well-known story. There's a little-known story there that
That's a
back
good
in
one.
World War One, PvP led the battalion that threw cartons of eggnog into the German trenches there. Then they started begging for some more, and so he had the brigade throw some more eggnog into the trenches. Then on the third time, he instructed them to throw grenades.
That's
Hey,
that's
yeah.
absolutely true. I am actually over 100 years old. Yes.
Oh my God.
That's a good one. Thank you for that, Gorilla. That was great.
Italian.
I'll tell you one thing. If there's anything from the Canadian history stories that I like, it's that one there.
It is a fun story. Well, from a Canadian perspective, anyway. I'm sure the Germans aren't fond of it.
For anybody who says that it's a war crime, it's only a war crime if you lose.
Did they even have a Geneva Convention in World War One?
No.
No, I think that applies
all
to
these
World
people
War II.
are crying. It's a war crime. It's only a war crime if you lose.
Well, also, I mean, I guess if you massacre innocent, unarmed civilians, that might be considered a war
Only
crime.
if you
but,
lose.
Hey, I just want to point out quickly, Gorilla. I put a couple things in private because people were asking about them earlier. First one is the Okanagan Valley where I live. If you want to check out that site. And the second one was the Quebec referendum in 1995, where Quebec could have separated from Canada if they got around 1% more of the yes side voting. So it was extremely close.
Yeah. Let's see. Superman died with Christopher Reeves. I'd have to see
I
that
agree.
one first.
I agree.
Yeah, but JP, if you want to be technical, I just want to answer him though. If you want to be technical, TV wise, it died with Dean Cain. Then you had nothing else after that. So
hey, what about
JP? You're also correct on this one. It is only a war crime if you leave witnesses. But I think that's a good place to wrap up. It is hot as hell here. I got a storm moving in there, so I do got everything hunkered down. I got the car underneath the pine trees.
Well,
I put it
under, safe under the pine trees. Really?
Okay. I'll put this here. Here. When it comes to hail, wind and hail, I have seen tons of branches come off by maple trees and whatever the hell the other tree is there. I've seen tons of branches come off of oak trees. I've seen tons of branches come off of the apple trees and the cherry trees and all that. But there's two trees I've never seen branches come down of from 60-mile-an-hour winds and 60 to 70-mile-an-hour winds. And that is the pine trees I got in the backyard and weeping willows. Which that surprises the shit out of me that I've never seen a branch come off of a weeping willow. But so I put the car underneath the pine trees to protect it from the hail.
You know, girl, there's always that first time, though. Sorry.
Well, the thing with pine is it's so soft and there's so much sap in it. In it there that it's very flexible.
Okay, I'm not even going to comment on what was just said there, but
Yeah, and
Because
you gonna say
you know
something,
what I
Cam?
would say.
I seen your avatar starting to move.
Oh boy.
Well,
Hey, you
boys,
want
have yourselves a great evening.
Yeah, you want to
you
promote
you
yourself,
yeah, promote yourself. Promote yourself
or
there,
promote
Suzanne.
whatever you want.
I'm good.
You're good. Okay.
Have a good night.
You
Night,
too.
Suzanne.
Take care,
Uh,
Suzanne.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
we're gonna be
Be
wrapping
safe.
Good
up
one.
here in a minute. Let's see. There is no Superman TV Superman. The whole pine tree would come down. Yeah, but these pine trees have been standing for 100 years. So unless they're rotten, I do got one rotten tree, but it's not gonna hit 9 pine trees in my backyard. So and it's not near the one that's dead, which I do got to cut down one of these days. There's a danger of serious hail up by Gorilla. There, well, they haven't issued any new warnings yet, but there's always the chance of some small hail. I'll get video here tonight, which reminds me I should check up. Oh, we got a poll tonight.
Oh yes, there was.
So
I actually voted on it.
and it's not about you tonight.
So
that
what
was a little bit humorous on
so
Sunday.
what was the outcome of the poll?
Oh, let's see. 67% said, or 66% said, when is the weatherman ever right? Let's see. 11% said quarter size hail, 11% said ping pong, and 11% said golf ball.
I voted for the bad weatherman personally.
Yeah.
I voted for the ping pong myself.
Yeah.
Really?
I have to go do dishes and make supper. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably. All I had for supper was a peanut butter banana sandwich.
Okay. Also, Gorilla, I did post in the chat there. That is Sci-Fi Nation's live stream still running. And if you want to just stop by and do hashtag Gorilla Raid for his live stream.
So thank you, JP's Tabernacle, for coming, and thank you, Scurvy, for coming. And while I'm scrolling, thank you, Anchorman. Mikey, you're good with promoting him. While I'm scrolling, you promote him.
Yeah, certainly. Anchorman is also known as Scott. He does some podcasts every once in a while with his friend Eli, who's also known as Little Blue here on YouTube. They talk about movies, TV, things like that. Some reviews they do, and he and I will probably be working this coming Sunday. We're going to be doing some non-spoilers about Superman, and I want to hear from all types, even Daniel's Hot Topics, who said that he was not impressed. I'm curious to see what he's going to say about it, because honestly, since Gorilla wants to give it a fuck you out of 10, I'm curious. I just want to hear about that. So yeah, but that's what Anchorman does, and he's got some good content. So yeah, please check him out. He's a big Warzy fan like you are, there, Sif Dan. So
okay, thank you.
You know that already.
They just issued another warning here a couple minutes ago, and then they canceled it.
Oh boy,
they're definitely playing with your emotions, Gorilla.
Oh, it strengthened just a bit there to get to the warning level, but then it weakened back down.
Wow.
So
what can I say?
Thank you, Old Man Bird, for the super chat. Thank you very much. That's very generous of you. He does have a couple of stuff with these plays his guitars. He shows guitars off on his channel. So make sure to check those out.
Yeah.
Out there. And thank you, FKC 2005, for coming. He has a couple of videos on his channel, so make sure to check him out. And thank you to Drew 24 for coming. Sit down. He's on your channel, so you check him out.
I miss the Drew 24. He does Armus Nevius as long as some other videos, but I did check his channel. He does a few other videos, maybe something to talk about his house or his where he lives area. Beyond that, that's all I know about him. Check out the Drew 24 if you like Armus videos.
All right, thank you. And PvP, you want to promote yourself?
Yeah, okay. Not much lately. The real life stuff kind of taking precedent. did manage to put most of, pretty much all of Mott the Hoople's albums up on my channel. Mott the Hoople, started in 1969, mainly known as this 1970s band that often gets associated with glam rock, because David Bowie did produce one of their albums, which was the one that catapulted them into star status and sold millions of records for them, and had that great hit to All the Young Dudes, which was a worldwide global hit, huge hit back in 1973, I believe it was, 72, something around there. Anyway, great band. Check them out. Lots of good albums. The early stuff's kind of inconsistent, but it's worth a listen. The later albums are pretty much fantastic, solid. So, yep. And I just want to mention to Sith Dan, you did ask about where I live. I did put the link in the private chat at the top there. If you want to check out, click on that before we leave, and check out the page that talks about the valley here. And also, I did put the Quebec referendum 1995 in there if anybody wants to check that out, because Quebec was actually about 1% of the voters away from making it a separate country back then. So it definitely can happen. It's not impossible. Anyway,
thank you. And in the span of the PvP that promoted himself there, they uncanceled that warning. So let's see if they cancel it again by the time Sit Dan's done.
All right. Well, to all your viewers and chatters that know me, don't know me, I'm Sci-Fi Sit Dan. You should cover different sci-fi TV shows or movies. I do my sci-fi watch streams usually at 7:30 on Wednesdays, the Pacific time. But I may change that time since I do have another job going to in the next few days. And I do my live streams usually on Saturdays between 2 and 4 p.m. Pacific time. But I am taking a little vacation from my live streaming on the weekends right now. And I do some cross-streaming ideas with Gorilla Sense with Thoughts and Resolute Germ if they allow it. They usually do. They're nice guys about that. And I try to upload a new video on my main channel towards the end of the beginning of next week. And I do have a secondary channel called Ultimate Sorcerer Dan. On that one, I cover Japanese anime. And right now we're doing the slime animation. It's an adult anime with adult themes, not Rule 34. Please do not check that out. You have to be over 18 to check it out. And I do my watch parties usually on Fridays at 8 p.m. Pacific time at Ultimate Sorcerer Dan. Usually after Gorilla Censored Thoughts Walton streams. And beyond that, every watch hour and watch minute on here encourages us to make more content for you guys, as we'll hopefully make a few dollars off YouTube besides our day job. I'll turn over to Mikey if he did not give his promotion. If not, I'll turn over to Gorilla.
Oh, did I miss Mikey?
I think you did, but I only have one thing to say, actually, Gorilla. Tomorrow, I'm doing a very special combination of both my Wednesday and Thursdays that I normally do for both Get Smart and the A-Team, respectively. Because when I do my next video tomorrow, it's going to be my 8,000th video since I started the Mikey Suits 4 channel all those years ago.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 8,000 videos. And I have 5 set playlists, including 3 of them which have me and Suzanne's favorite songs. We also have what we call Mikey's Music Mixes, which are like either extended versions of songs, and also out full on albums, which are available on YouTube. And then, of course, there are, for the winter time, there are movies and songs which are all related to Christmas. So, yeah, check out our playlist as well if you get a chance. And you might find some good music there to download, or because I'm very eclectic. I have a lot of different varieties of music genres. You name it, from country western music to some goth music to some other stuff. So yeah, check it out. It's pretty cool. Anyway, for Mikey's News 4.
All right, thank you. As for me, I might do a test stream here of Wolfenstein. See how smooth the other computer does StreamYard and gaming there one of these days. But I'm trying to decide what to do with my the whole Star Trek Destiny thing right now, because I don't want the same thing to happen to my channel as what happened to Mr. S Does a Story. So I might start a whole new channel just for that stuff. For that, so that way when if that channel gets taken down, I don't give a shit. But
yeah. We can't afford to lose your main channel, girl. You're too much.
Yeah.
You're too important to the community. You're a hub. You're a hub channel for sure.
You're a hub channel for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
But,
I'm gonna head over to. I'm gonna go ahead and head over to Jay's. Sci-Fi Nations. To I already instituted Gorilla Rage, so everyone is welcome to come over there.
Sure. I listened to your promotion, but you ditched me on mine. That's how it is.
I didn't ditch you.
I'm still promoting. And,
I already told him that you were having yours around the same time, and he said that's fine. When you're done there with Gorilla, then come on over. And, you're welcome anytime. And I said, I know, and Gorilla loves me too. And
it's also we'll have the Waltons on Friday. It's the comeback, I believe.
Yes.
So that's
season 5, episode 3, and then we got Uncle Adolf in 2 weeks after that.
Fun.
So for the comeback, you'll have to come check out our stream and find out which Walton had the cum on their back.
What?
Oh my God!
What are you doing?
Well, girls, I did not even need to do my dirty joke of the night because Gorilla nailed that one. Okay, since Gorilla has said who's got the cum on their back, I'm guessing Mary Ellen. I'm guessing Mary Ellen with that intern at the hospital, right? Am I right?
Gorilla.
Oh God, Gorilla.
Anyway. No, Gorilla, really, honestly, again, thank you for having me up here, and I always enjoy your cigar.
And on Sunday, I think we're going to do a mystery movie night. So, so with that, everyone have a good night, and remember to be
Silverback Gorilla.
United we roar, roar
night.
Gratitude. Roar gratitude or united we roar.
Good God.
We've been stopping